we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and our home team. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Down.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. On second down, here's Lawrence. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, here's Barkley. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. But not much on that one, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. Honed in on it and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
They're in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Lawrence. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence going right side. He finds Slayton. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Darius Slayton, 37 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Panthers nothing.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, take 26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On play action, Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That good for 19 and a first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down.
And taken down just shy of the 40. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
They'll go to Barkley again. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. He completes it to the tight end Knox. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, completing, quick to Calvin Ridley.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Another try for Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the line. The Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, a 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
That good for 22 and a first down. And Charles, it's not very often an elite back becomes available. They jumped on him. I think they were smart to do so.
I agree. We hear so often about how the running back position is devalued, but when you have a chance to get one of the truly best, top of his game, you go out and get him.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DK Metcalf, 42 yards. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
69 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking at mid-season forward here in the opener.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Taking it about the 16. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And oh, he coughed it up, and the Jags grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
From here to run. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 89 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now Lawrence to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And this is caught on the sideline. And he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 70. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Now, a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want during the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide.
It's caught inside the 25.
Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And they've got it. They recovered it. Well, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, 39 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film opposed to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Rodgers.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
third down, it's Nick Chubb. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Now to try the field goal, and here's Daniel Carlson from the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
If you think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Etienne up the middle.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
And you also read the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're heading towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
"35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
From the 31, Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Little. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Rodgers going to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught at the 25.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 23-yard run.
And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Grover Stewart getting it in for the sack. So after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley.
To the 43, 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Now Lawrence.
Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Lawrence will throw.
And that's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again to Barkley out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! Saquon Barkley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 126 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. A give running right is Chubb. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 22. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now it's the backup Watson. This is caught. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. And this is incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Rodgers throwing here. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out, on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back to both the quarterback and the internal offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
On third down, Barkley. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
On the stick. Hey, a little bit. Bravo.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said, he's got a man, complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. DK Metcalf with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Panthers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the school.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There is no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
A first down carry for Barkley. Take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here. And that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, start the bus, because they think this one is over.
Rodgers looking to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Trotty. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The city always a little extra excitement for Week 1.